Hey, Street Talking Other Stuff. Thanks, we're back. Nice to have you. Very much appreciate you tuning in today. You know, I kind of had a 2-week break. Station was closed on Christmas and New Year's Day, so we ran some reruns. I hope you tuned in because I had them run the shows from Serve Wenatchee Valley and the Wenatchee Rescue Mission, which pretty important things. But I'm glad you tuned in today. Nice to be back. Nice to be here. Got a cool guest for you today about some local stuff that's going on, but just a couple of things. You know, one time years ago, I applied for a job at the local YMCA, and one of the questions on the application was, how did you hear about us? And they had the usual questions like, you know, the internet, the newspaper. And I said, well, shouldn't the village people be an option here? And you know, I got in trouble at the eye doctor's office the other day. I started singing the song YMCA, and they told me to shut up because evidently you're not allowed to help people during an eye test. Okay, you know, look, I look for related jokes to the story. We're talking about the YMCA today, so that's the best we could do, all right? So, hey, I've got a cool guest for you today, some really good information, so Street Talking Other Stuff. You stick around. We will be right back.
The newest generation of GMC Sierra pickups offer the most advanced technology, the strongest selection of powertrain, and everything else you need to work hard, play hard, and explore the boundaries of the Wenatchee Valley and beyond. Take a look at the latest, most luxurious and durable trucks on the market.
You will see why GMC is not your grandfather's pickup.
You want to bet, kid?
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their Laser Shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Okay, we're back, Street Talking Other Stuff, and I'm very happy to introduce my new friend, Dorry Foster. Dorry, this means let's shake hands, okay? I usually warn my guests beforehand because I'm standing here, you know, hey, give me some love, you know? But Dorry is the Chief Executive Officer of the YMCA, has been there for 7 years total, and a lot's going on with the Y.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of stuff happening, so I thought it'd be good if you came on, told us about that. So, but first, give us a little bit of information about yourself. So.
Sure. Well, my husband and I moved here about 7 years ago. Prior to this, he is a retired college football coach. And his last stint was at the University of Albany in upstate New York, and I was at the Capital District Y. And before that, he was a head coach in Pennsylvania, and I was the CEO of our small YMCA in Western Pennsylvania. And that's where I started my Y career. But
And you got into the YMCA by, again, how did, well, come on, tell us, come
well,
on.
I had my own personal training business,
Yeah.
and I answered an ad for a kickboxing instructor for group
Okay.
exercise. So they hired me. And, that was back in the Billy Blanks time, so
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
filling a gymnasium. And anyway, then fitness director at the same Y, then a branch director at the same Y, and then 18 months after that, CEO of that YMCA.
Okay, so somewhere along the line, somebody looked and said, wow, this gal, Dorry, she's really sharp. We need to kind of move her up a little bit, right?
Can't shut her up, so you might as well do something with her. Yeah.
Well, that's how you do
That
it,
works,
right?
yeah.
That's like, so I tell people all the time, if you don't sing your song,
right.
nobody else is gonna. But you left out one of the most important things about you, okay? You're a homie. You and me are homies.
Yes,
right?
Jersey kids,
That's
yes.
right, you were raised, born,
Yeah.
lived in New Jersey till you were 12.
Yes, yeah, and then moved to Connecticut, and then New Hampshire, Eastern Pennsylvania, Western Pennsylvania, and then upstate New York before
Oh,
here.
cool. All right, but you like it out here better, right?
We love it out here.
Yeah, yeah.
And our kids love it out here. So all 3 adult children have moved with spouses and 6 grandkids now.
Oh,
and
cool. That's really cool. Yeah.
my mother moved from Eastern Pennsylvania to be with us, and 2 sister-in-laws and a brother-in-law.
All right. So 6 grandkids, right?
Yes.
And they all live here?
Yes.
Isn't that great? That's
It's amazing.
Cool. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
it really is a blessing.
Yeah, we have 3, and they're all here in town. And people always brag about, I got 12 grandkids, and I say, look, we have quantity over quality over quantity. All right, so did you start as the CEO of the Y here?
Yes,
Okay,
I
all
did.
right. So tell us about that transition and
Yeah,
your duties, what you do.
Wow. Yeah, I think the best part of what I do is I make sure we deliver our promise to never deny a child the ability to participate due to the inability to pay.
Oh, very cool.
That is our guarantee, and we'll stick by it no matter what. The other thing is to make sure that we remain relevant to the community, and that means in service to. One of the biggest things that we've done since I've been here in 2018, we took over a licensed child care center from Eastmont School District.
Okay, and is that held in the building that, what is it, on Arando Street? Or
No, that's
what's
our
the-
main building. Our child care centers are all off-site.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
So we started in 2018 with Eastmont School District, and that was before and after care and out of school care. So before the bell, after the bell, and when there is no bell, we take care of kiddos, and it's a state licensed program.
Right.
From there, we took on Wenatchee School District and Alpine Lakes School District. So we are now in
And where's Alpine Lakes?
Leavenworth.
Leavenworth, okay, all right.
Or Cascade School
Something
District.
I should know.
No, well, I said it wrong. It's Cascade School District.
Oh, I would have known what Cascade
Right.
School District. Oh. I told her that you don't have to be accurate here because nobody fact checks.
Well, it's Cascade School
But it
District.
doesn't take much to make me look dumb.
No,
okay?
no, that was my bad, not yours. Our site is called Alpine Lakes.
Okay, all right, okay.
Anyway, so we are now in 7 locations.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you how many because
Yeah.
you said your daycare locations are off-site.
Yeah,
Wow, how many
7
have you got?
locations, 3 school districts, including an early learning center in Eastmont, and we serve over 450 children per day.
Wow.
The largest child care provider in our valley.
Wow. Okay, so you have licensed child care in 7 different locations for 3 different school districts, and you're serving 450.
450.
That's incredible.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, a lot of I was not aware of that.
No.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
okay,
and a lot of the
cool.
parents, of course, know that we have childcare if they're certainly in, but they may think we just have it at their site.
Yeah.
So the true partnership with the school districts is, for instance, they bus in. So our site here in Washington, Lincoln Schools, and Sunny Slope on the Wenatchee side. If your child goes to another school, the school will bus them into where our site is.
Okay. Now, is this a program you started, or was this something that was in
I
process?
just brought it here.
Really? Good for you.
Well, I didn't bring it here. Eastmont had one for 23, 24 years, and
Okay,
they
all
decided
right.
to get out of the after-school care business, knew that YMCAs across the country really are the main program supplier in communities. If there's a Y, there's probably an after-school program.
Okay.
We did have a drop-in service here at our current facility on Arando, and we had about 40 kids signed up. About
Okay.
15 to 20 would come per day. And when Eastmont called and said, listen, can you do this? We said yes. that it's definitely an opportunity to serve more kids and more families.
Okay.
And this targets that working family that can't get out of, work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon,
Yeah.
that needs to go get their kiddos. So yeah.
Well, I always wondered, we were lucky. Our kids were older when they started the Late Start program, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, 2 people who work,
Right.
what do you do? I mean, it's hard enough sometimes with 2 people working in a household and,
That's right.
making your kids aren't 100% latchkey kids.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Monday mornings are a
Great.
tough morning for a lot of families.
Yeah,
So we get
yeah.
a lot of kids dropped off. Again, it's before the bell from 6 in the morning or 6:30 in the morning to 6 p.m. at night.
Okay.
And then the same thing when there's out of school, vacation days, like all through the holidays, we were
Okay.
up and running.
But these are just school-age children, right?
Correct.
Like you're not taking infants or preschool kids, that type
We
of thing.
do
You
at our
Oh,
early
wow.
learning
Okay.
site. We
Okay.
have 3 portables now at Eastmont School District, and I believe it's 5 classrooms now. And we take infants, I believe it's 6 weeks old and older, through preschool. And there's a curriculum. It's wonderful, and that was in partnership with Eastmont because they know that in order to attract or retain young teachers,
Yeah.
you need to be able to provide licensed childcare. So that's
Well, I was also going to say, I mean, where your employees, I mean, how many people do you have working?
right now we have
Yeah.
105 people on the staff.
Okay, and
Yeah.
they all require training,
Oh yeah,
and I would imagine ongoing training as well.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do people have to be licensed for the certain education level, or
Depends on the position. So we
Okay.
take anywhere, some of our kiddos are directly from the high school that are learning or have said that they're interested in being a teacher perhaps. And
Okay.
they take a developmental course, and they can be an aide with us, which means they cannot be alone with the child.
Right, right.
But then our coordinators at each of the sites are all full-time, full benefits, and they have to have certain criteria
Right,
that
okay,
matches
cool.
the state's requirements.
Well, that's an incredible program. Good
Yeah,
for you.
thank you.
Good.
I
That's-
appreciate
wow, and
it.
I hope you guys paid attention to that because that's an important one. How does somebody apply, by the way? I didn't necessarily just want to stress on that particular
Yeah.
program, but this is impressive.
Yeah, it is impressive.
Yeah.
So if you are in need of care, you go through our site. So we make an announcement in the spring. We'll be coming
Right.
up in February when you can apply for in the next academic year. It's also all summer long too.
Yeah.
And you can sign up for what you need, the morning care or afternoon or both or all, which includes the summer.
Sure.
So yeah, they just, they can call Molly at the YMCA, our child care director, and we can get them hooked up.
Okay.
Right now there are wait lists, and the more
bet.
staff we
Oh.
hire, the more kiddos that we can come off the wait list. Yeah.
Okay, what else is going on?
Well, yeah.
What other programs you think are important that we need to talk about here today?
Well, you might have heard that we're building a new Y.
Yes, yes, yeah,
That's probably
yeah.
the most important thing that's
Yeah.
been on my radar anyway for the last 4 or 5 years. So we're taking over 145,000 square feet of the old PUD site
Okay.
on Wenatchee Avenue.
And which part of that are you taking? And I'm asking this out of curiosity because, like I said, I'm involved with Music Theater Wenatchee, so we're kind of interested in.
We're partners,
You know,
and
yeah, right.
so it's the back side of the property. So if
Okay.
you were looking at the lot right now, and all of this information is on our website, including
Sure.
the lot plan. You have the headquarters that everybody knows about, and then there's a service road that they have in between. That service road to the railroad tracks is basically everything that we're taking.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right. Okay.
all the way up to 5th Street. So we'll be taking over the fleet service shop, and then several feet away from that will be our new YMCA, right
Okay.
dead center.
All right, so you will be building, in addition to taking over some of the existing buildings that are there.
Well, we're taking down the tech shop and
Okay.
the service administration building. So
Okay.
that most of the main buildings in the back will be demoing in April and building a brand new Y.
Okay, all right. So, what do we need to get that done?
Oh my
you
gosh,
know?
we got to raise a lot of more money.
Yeah,
a lot more
right,
money.
okay.
We have raised nearly $12 million today, about 11.6
Okay,
and
cool.
change,
All
and
right.
gifts keep coming in daily. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that. We have a 5-year pledge period, which makes it really nice to be able to increase your impact, right?
Okay, so the project you're talking about doing this, this is like on a 5-year plan?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We'll, the timeline for the construction is actually, we'll be closing on the property before the end of March. demoing in April, and construction will start thereafter, and it's 18-month construction. We should have a new Y by the late fall 2025.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right?
All right.
But we know that this, the whole campaign is a $25 million campaign, and that's a big chunk.
Okay, so you're not quite halfway there.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Correct.
A little less than 12 million, and you need 25.
Yep, and we're looking for private funds, which we're securing now. We're looking at public funding, which we have quite a bit of, but we're going after, for instance, the Building Communities Fund is $3.5 million through the state and Department of Commerce. We're looking for federal grants as well as new market tax credits, and we'll be selling our facility. So it's not like the public has to privately fund the entire $25 million. We do have a funding model that was kind of vetted for us. So yeah, we're excited. We were kind of in a quiet phase up until October, and then we announced what we were doing. We had bits and pieces out all over the place, but we didn't make that formal announcement, nor did we share our schematics. But if you go on our website now, you'll be able to take a virtual walk through our new facility.
Oh, cool.
It's a beautiful facility.
Okay, well, look, we're talking with Dorry Foster. She is the Chief Executive Officer of the Wenatchee YMCA. They've got big plans coming up. We're going to talk to her some more, but we need to take a break. So, hey, Street Talk and other stuff, you stick around. We will be right back. So.
A ductless unit from Carrier can keep anyone comfortable. Take Shelly, for instance. She finds me time in her new attic-turned-home gym. And with her Carrier ductless unit, the temperature is always perfect. No matter how intense her workout gets. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
Imagine a science project being done on the kitchen table. Feel the excitement on Christmas morning as the kids race down the stairs to form memories that cannot be erased. Listen for the laughter coming from the next room. Put your family in a new home to make these visions become reality with Coldwell Banker Cascade. Use the Move meter entering 2 cities and see how a potential move scores based on the cost of living and other factors. Make your dream place a reality with Coldwell Banker Cascade today.
Okay, we're back. Street Talk and other stuff. Talking with Ms. Dorry Foster. She is the Chief Executive Officer of the YMCA. All right, now, you've been in the current building for a long time.
113 years.
Really? Has it been that long? Wow, okay. And it's an impressive building. Got a swimming pool, racquetball courts, lots of other stuff. But what are you going to do with it?
Yeah. Well, our due diligence told us it can no longer serve as a YMCA in this 21st century and leading forward, right, for another 100 years. So we are going to be selling it. We'll be putting it on the market within the next 60 days, and hopefully, it's a very niche market, but we have some creative ways to make it a viable option for somebody.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and
Do you mind sharing some of that?
Sure. Well, one of the developers initially had said it would make a great boutique hotel.
Okay.
It could be a nonprofit center of sorts.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
With the various, so it's 4 or 5 levels altogether, and it used to be a men's housing unit way back when. So 2 of the stories were 100% men's housing. each individual rooms and segmented off. So there's water everywhere.
Right.
It's already sprinkled. So what else could it be? We're talking about maybe penthouse condominiums for those 2 floors.
All right.
There is no access, though. There's no ADA compliance. You see the ramp outside?
Yeah.
It's not ADA compliant. And so it's going to take some renovations, clearly. But, you know, when you go into some of our older buildings like McGlynn's, right?
Sure.
You think back, and, you know, this could be a very unique facility.
Now, the parking that you have currently that's adjacent to the police department parking lot, is that going to stay with the building? Is
Yes,
that part?
all that
Okay,
parking,
right.
and then we own the majority of where the police are parking. So they own only a fraction of that, and we own the rest. So it's actually an L-shaped lot.
We're the cops, though. No, come on.
Well, we have a wonderful long-term lease agreement with them, so I'm sure nothing will change for them. But yeah, it's a big piece of property and some good parking.
Parking is essential. Okay. So all right.
Yeah. But one of the reasons you know, our pool is about the size of a backyard pool.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things that we can't change. It's in our basement. It's in a dungeon. The air quality is not as good as it should be. And so we're looking forward
Smells like chlorine.
Just a little bit, right? But our new facility will have a state-of-the-art aquatic center, and it will actually have 2 pools, one of them being zero entry warm water.
Okay.
So you're talking swim lessons, aquatherapy, water walking, family splash pad type area. And the other pool will be colder for recreation, so aqua exercise classes, lap swimming, older kids learning how to swim in that pool. The goal was to be able to provide 5 programs running simultaneously in our new pool. Right now we can only run at a time, one at a time.
Right, okay. Oh, cool.
One of the things that the new aquatic center will allow us to do is provide what we're calling Every Kid Swim. It's not quite new, but it is an innovative program in partnership with the school districts. Both Eastmont and Wenatchee have signed on to make sure that every child is swim ready by 5th grade.
Okay, cool. Well, I almost learned to swim at the YMCA. Montclair, New Jersey, YMCA.
Okay, yeah.
Well, part of the issue was, I mean, us growing up, I mean, we would brag, us kids. Well, I went swimming 3 times this summer. We just never had the opportunity.
Wasn't the same in New Jersey.
No, it's just, but, you know, I remember going to swim lessons at the Y to learn how to swim, and I had a lot of anxiety about it, but somebody pulled me aside and said, don't worry, nobody drowns at the YMCA.
Well, let's
so
keep
I said,
that
okay.
Oh, cool. Yes, but if you have a formal swim lesson, there's 88% more likelihood that you will survive a swim event.
Yeah.
That's a huge percentage.
Yes, it is. It's huge. And
right? Yeah.
People should learn how to swim. I mean, it's like learning how to ride a bike, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And it could be, you know, it could be generational that you don't learn how to swim. That fear can carry over. If us as parents have a fear and we're not going to get our kids in swim lessons because we don't trust the process.
Right, right.
So we want to make sure that every kid has that possibility.
Okay. And remember, nobody drowns at the YMCA.
No, not on my watch. No. Oh my gosh, don't jinx us. Holy cow.
Sorry.
But our swim lessons are really the best they could be. We have certified swim instructors, not just lifeguards teaching others. We have certified swim instructors that are developmentally prepared to teach that child wherever they are in that spectrum of fear or skill or whatever. You know, the fact that one in leading cause of death for infants is drowning, 1 to 4. Right. And is the second leading cause of accidental drowning or accidental injury for elementary kids up into 17.
Sure.
So we have to do something about that.
Yeah, well, good for
we
you.
can't do it alone.
Yeah.
Even though we award scholarships for free swim lessons, we're not reaching that full breadth of people in our valley. And with this water around here, we have to be more safe.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So if we could eliminate youth drowning in partnership, and if this is just the start, if we bring it to everyone swims, you know, what would that do to, you know, adults learning how to swim or being safe around water?
Right.
You know, most drownings happen in a family, during a family event in a family pool.
Yeah, yeah.
We got to reduce that.
Yeah, okay. All right, the capital campaign.
Yes.
What more do you need to say about that? I want to give you, we only have a few minutes left. I want to make sure you'll be able to say everything you want to say about that. So.
Well, clearly we're asking for donations from the private sector. This is a legacy, and we realize that if you have capacity, and capacity is $10 a month, $10 a year, $10,000 a year, we're going over 5 years because we want to be able to build that legacy and that individual and leave behind something for the next generations to come, just like our forefathers did with this facility. So you can go online, click on any of the links, learn as much as you want there, call me individually. I can walk you through or sit with if anybody has wants a conversation about what their legacy could be to our new YMCA.
Okay, cool.
It's going to take all of us, and we're getting a lot of help with, for instance, Cordell Neer and Company and the CNC Financial Group have pledged or have matched rather $160,000.
Oh wow, good for you guys.
Yes. So if you want to double your current impact, you can donate now before Valentine's Day, and they will match that up to $160,000.
Cool.
So that's huge, right? We've got to get this aquatic center built. There's an indoor track. There's family game rooms. There's a community room. There's a huge full-size gymnasium. And because of everything will be ADA compliant, we're also working, and that's bare minimal, we're also working on the inclusion piece of it. So wheelchair sports, right? We don't have that in this valley.
No.
What if we were the recreational hub for all wheelchair sports?
Yeah, oh, that'd be
we
great.
could also store the wheelchairs, right? Because that's another factor. So we're really learning as we go and seeing what other kind of impact we can have with this new facility.
Okay, well, I got a question. Now, you said that the original building had a lot of 2 stories of units for men to stay in. Well, YMCA's have traditionally been that.
Correct.
I mean, people say, well, you know, I've read books where the guy says, where do you stay? Well, I'll find a place at the YMCA.
Yes.
Is that going to be an option? I mean, it's not an option in the current building.
Not any longer.
Is it going to be in the new facility?
No, it is not.
Okay, I didn't think so. Because there's probably not a real need for that, is there?
No, and that's the great thing about the Y. We've adapted so many ways, and not we, just the Wenatchee Valley Y. Ys across the country. And here's an example. When moms were asked to leave their home and work for the war efforts in World War II, the YMCA stepped up and said, we'll watch your kids. So we were the first child care providers in our country when that happened. Learn to swim, all the partnerships, child care, right, all of it. We adapt as we need it. And right now we believe that, you know, every kid swims is on the forefront. We've got to reduce, we can do so much in partnership. We can't do it in silo. And the facility will facilitate some of those changes.
Oh, well, great. Okay, well, look, we're talking with Dorry Foster. She's the Chief Executive Officer of the Wenatchee YMCA. I wish we had more time, but we got to take a break. We're going to come back and say goodbye. But hey, Street Talk and other stuff, you stick around. We will be right back. So.
Global Car Care has the best customer service in the Valley. From the moment you walk in the door, their goal is to help you stay on the road, so you can keep doing what's important to you. Global Car Care certified ASE mechanics stand behind your automotive repairs.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
In today's environment, risk management assessment is a crucial process for your business. Risk assessment will identify, evaluate, and mitigate hazards. Don't let risk impact your business income, reputation, operations, and your overall success. We can give you peace of mind by transferring your business risks to the insurance providers. Call Stacy at August Edge Insurance today to schedule a risk management assessment for your business.
Okay, Dorry, I want to thank you very much for being here
Thank
today.
you.
Dorry
Appreciate
Foster,
it, sir.
Chief Executive Officer of the YMCA, and I want to thank you for tuning in. But hey, Street Talk and Other Stuff, thanks for being here. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
We'll also meet one of the best prospects in girls basketball and a rising football star in Texas. Plus, former Major League All-Star Vernon Wells will share some stories in our journey to greatness. That's all coming up next on Sports Stars of Tomorrow. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Charles Davis. The New York area is never short on basketball talent, and this year's crop is particularly impressive.